What's going on, traders? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the question is this: how can I make money in Forex? And that's a big question, you know. So many people asking this question on a daily basis. And I was watching some really funny videos on YouTube, actually, some memes. And you know, trader just comes into this business, learns a new strategy, and then, you know, they just think that they can make money. It's easy. Let's just plot some support resistance lines and let's take a sell when we get a pin bar. Man, you know, if it was that easy, I think everybody would be doing it. Do you understand? And the first thing you search when you go on Facebook is how to make money fast, and then Forex pops up with all those MT4 slips, with all this big demo money. Get out of here, man. Listen to me, you can make a lot of money in this business, but you're not going to make a lot of money fast if you try to rush the process. So, you know, I just thought, why not talk about this today? How do we make money in this business? Well, I'm just going to be honest. All Forex strategies work to some degree. I mean, no matter where you see them, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, one of them works. You know, it's just that traders are just too lazy to want to back test these strategies, put in 100 trades and go through the experience of learning how to really understand what it is they're doing. You know, the process of growing as a trader means learning a strategy, back testing the strategy, forward testing the strategy in the live markets in real time, so you can deal with the time constraints, waiting for trades, sitting in trades, managing trades, etc., etc. And then once you found your niche, once you found what works for you, then you can start zeroing in. In fact, all traders who are serious about trading, becoming a consistent trader, should in theory be able to predict to a degree. Okay, predict to a degree, because I know some of you are going to shoot me out there, but predict to a degree how much they potentially could make in like a 12-month time period, right? And what do I mean by that? What I just mean simply identifying how often your patterns develop, the win ratio of your patterns, and then applying it to maybe 2 or 3 time currencies, pairs, pound USD, euro USD, euro yen, gold, whatever you want, and then getting a figure, a percentage. This pause and go pattern is going to work, let's say, maybe 50% of the time. That means if I take 100 trades based on a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, I should come out profitable. And then you do another pattern, and this is the thing, right? This is a secret here. I'm gonna tell you the secret. Trading is very simple. Just traders make it difficult because they want to win all the time, right? But what they're not prepared to do is trade exactly the way they have learned to trade. And what they focus on is trying to find the best way to enter the markets, the best way to exploit the markets, and constantly just trying to go for bigger returns, smaller stop losses, tighter entries, and just end up never ever executing their plan, right? The secret here is this: every trading strategy works. Support, resistance, break, retest, patterns, market structure, behavior, trading, whatever it is you use, order blocks, IPAs. Somebody mentioned that on Instagram, it was jokes. Whatever it is, man, whatever it is, you just need to make sure that you have a slight edge. And your slight edge is not because you have the best strategy, it's because you know how to manage your risk. You know that if you decide to risk, let's say 1R, you risk 1R. When you win 3R. When you lose 1R, or you might lose another 1R, and then you win 3R. You lose 1R, you win 3R, you win another 3R, you lose 1R. You win another 3R, let's make that 3R proper. Then you lose, let's say, 3 in a row. But then you win 3R, you lose 1R, you win 3R, and now you have an equity curve that looks gorgeous. Well, it's what most traders are doing out there. They're winning a trade, 3R, they're losing 1R, then they win 2R, then they lose 3 in a row, then they win 1R, then they lose 1R, then they win 3R, then they lose 1R, then they take profits off the market, then they lose 3 in a row, and then as you can see, there's a huge difference here, right? What does this represent? Well, very simply, this is your risk, this is your reward. Risk, reward, risk, reward, risk, reward, risk, reward. But traders never get an equity curve that looks like this. I'm not saying never, but majority don't. And then in the end, their stuff starts looking like this. Well, why is that? Well, reward, risk, reward, taking profits early, risk, completely fine, fear, taking profits early. Oh no, this is a win, but taking profits early. Normal loss, a win, but not a 1 to 3, taking profits early. A loss, a win, closing out at 1 to 1. Huge losses, and then you never stay above the curve. Do you understand? It just constantly spirals out of control. This is a big thing, guys, real big thing, and it's affecting a lot of traders. And I'm just telling you now, if you could play the patient game and you focus on making money by the end of the year, then that's how you're gonna make money, man. Seriously, like, stop trying to cheat the system. Stop trying to cheat the system. That's the secret. Mindset. And if you guys are not focusing on your mindset for 2021, then you got a big problem. You got a big problem. So let's just take a look at this. I'm currently in this pound USD sell at the moment. As you can clearly see, price is coming back against me. I got a couple of re-entries over here, and I haven't stopped out. Stop loss was above this level here, but it's completely fine. Still sitting in profits, but you know, it is what it is. I'm actually holding this position for a little bit longer. I do have faith. I probably, if it does come back on me, will lose a bit of money on this trade, but it is what it is. At the lowest point of this, I was around 7R up. But that's life. But I guess this is the lesson I wanted to talk to you about today, because, you know, if you're focusing on the money, guys, then you're just constantly going to be attached to it, right? Which means you're not going to be able to take losses, and you're not going to be able to deal with them, and you're going to get allow your emotions to control you, and then make you close your trades early, etc., etc. It's just long. Like, I'm being brutally honest with you guys. People out there don't want you to know this. I'm being brutally honest. To be a successful trader has nothing to do with your strategy. Right, so first things first, why did I not close this at 1 to 7? Well, my targets on this trade is to fill this gap, to come back down to some of these lows here, as you can see. So I'm holding it. No matter if it was 1 to 7 up, if I was risking 1,000, I'd be 7,000 up. But you know what? I'm not looking at the 7,000. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying as an example, I'm not looking at the 7,000. I'm looking at where I expect price to go. Now, why do I want to see price go back there? Well, I took this trade on the assumption that price will close this gap and will continue to move down. Plus, with the news surrounding the uncertainty with Brexit and the talks, etc., etc., I'm expecting to see some uncertainty with the pound, right? Now, why do I want to maintain this trade even though I could be in huge profits? Well, the point is this: I want to believe in my trade, I want to trade my plan, and I want to instill good habits and behaviors for my future trading, right? Now, if I started to attach myself to the amount of money that I was up whilst this trade was at 7R, then guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? It's going to stop me from progressing. It's going to stop me from becoming a consistent, profitable trader, because tomorrow, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to fear. The minute I go into profit, I'm going to fear. And then I'm going to be attached to what could be, and then be like, oh, what's up? 7 grand, 14 grand, 30 grand, £3. And now I need to take profits because I may not get that money. Like, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be the death of you, right, in this business. Now, today, went on the live session. This was the first trade that I tried to get into here. Really, really upset about this. Well, I'm not upset, but a bit disappointed. Wanted to get the break below the structure here. Price moved too quick, and all I needed price to do was come back to this red line to take this entry. As you can see, it flew down. I did consider entering this below the structure here, but I guess my plan was to take it up here once price pulled back, and it didn't pull back, so that was it. Next trade I took today was here at this key level, sell by a structure in the market. You can see wick rejections, got triggered into this trade, and then price went back against me. All right, is what it is. That's life. Next trade I took was this trade here. As you can clearly see, we're in a clear sell by structure. The market is moving down, making lower lows and lower highs here. My initial plan was to wait for the break below the structure and look for an entry with price retesting these levels and look for continuation. But I just saw a lot of these wicks forming here and just said to myself, look, it's looking good. I don't want to miss this move. We're at a key level, retest level in the market. Let's take the trade. So I took the trade, and as you can see, the market went down. Now he's targeting a 1 to 5 here, back down to some of these lows. Price pushed as far as about 3.6 here, and unfortunately, yes, we're stopped out plus 1R on this trade. So that put me at break even for this session. But it's just life, right? Some of you might be like, well, Rox, you know, you were 7R up on your big trade over here, 7R up there, 4 up here, you know, you're 11R up for the day. Why wouldn't you close the trades? Well, look guys, if I close the trades and then next time I decide to get into a buying position, let's use this as an example now, a buy position or a sell position, doesn't matter, and I decide to get into this position and I create a habit of closing my trades early and not following them out, and I see price pushing up and pulling back against me, I close this at 1R, and then what happens? The market continues to rally up 5R. How am I ever going to prepare myself to be able to hold these positions if I'm constantly, you know, closing them out due to fear? And I promise you guys, like, you all know the markets move like this every single day, no matter what time frame you're on. Go to the 5-minute time frame, right? 5-minute time frame. Here we go. Look, take a look at this. The market's pushing to the upside. We have exact same pattern as I just taken over here actually. Whereas, oh, it doesn't matter. But anyway, 5-minute time frame. Price not breaking above structure, breaking above, breaking back in. And then as you can clearly see here, tradable opportunities, right? Let's say you take a trade here. Stop loss above structure. You're going for, you're targeting, let's say some of these lows here. Let's say I started to see price pushing in my direction, pulling back against me, and I close the trade out here because of fear. You know, I take 1R from the market and then what happens? It tanks back to these lows and I missed out on free opportunity. You have to allow the numbers to play out, guys. You have to. If you're not in this business and you don't have no patience, then you might as well just quit. Seriously, no disrespect, but you might as well just quit, because you're going to waste your time and you're just going to make your life difficult. Yeah, look here. Look at this pattern, right? Exact same pattern. Structural high, breakout, break back in, sell. Look here, structural high, failed to break, breakout, break back in, sell. Patterns, man, patterns. This one here would have crushed profit. So let's say I was going for that 1 to, well, let's just say it was targeting some of these major lows. Look here, price came back there, would have had to wait a while, and then this trade here, I'm looking for price to come here. Yeah, granted, obviously price is pulling back on me, but look, just have to wait. And all these little wins and losses that you're taking is just unnecessary, man. Just let the trades play out. Get yourself an equity curve that looks something like this, and just, oh, I deleted it, didn't I? But get yourself an equity curve that looks like this. Push, loss, small loss, small loss, another winner, small loss, another winner, break even trade, another huge winner, couple small losses, more losses, another winner, small loss, winner. That's what you want it to look like, guys. You don't want it to look like this. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Man, you know how many people's equity curve I see like this? It's disgraceful, man. But anyway, that's the lesson today. I just think you guys need to focus on that. Listen to what I'm telling you. There's no perfect strategy out there. Just focus on the process. Be patient, take your trades, let the numbers do the talking. I promise you, everything's going to work out. It's all mindset. Become stronger in your mind, become stronger in your habits, become stronger in your behavior, become stronger in your attitude, and everything else will follow you. To make a lot of money, you need to have that mentality. You can't just want it. You have to act in accordance with it. So anyway, that's the lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications, and until the next video, continue to trust the process.